You know that moment when you open Netflix, ready to watch something terrifying, and then spend 45 minutes just scrolling? Yeah, we've all been there. Well, don't worry, horror fans, I've done the creepy homework for you. Tonight, we're counting down the 10 best horror movies on Netflix, according to Rotten Tomatoes. From haunted houses to psychological nightmares, these are the movies that'll make you turn off the lights and then immediately turn them back on again. So grab your popcorn and maybe a nightlight because we're starting our list with number 10. 10. 28 years later. Tomato meter 88%. It took almost 2 decades and countless rumors, but in 2025, Danny Boyle and Alex Garland finally brought the rage virus back to life. 28 Years Later is a brutal, emotional sequel to 28 Days Later, following a group of survivors living on a remote English island decades after civilization collapsed. It's got Jodie Comer, Ralph Fiennes, and Aaron Taylor Johnson. Yeah, that's a powerhouse trio. Plus the same haunting, fast-paced dread that made the original a legend. If you loved the first movie's raw energy, this one keeps that pulse-pounding tension alive. Fair warning though, it's grim, gory, and weirdly beautiful.
Sit here. Sit Auntie, what's going on? Jimmy, sit still, keep quiet, and do not move from this spot.
9. Fear Street, Part 3, 1666. Tomato meter, 89%. Now, here's a trilogy that absolutely nailed the landing. Netflix's Fear Street series is an underrated gem based on R.L. Stine's books, directed by Lee Janiak, and packed with slasher nostalgia. The third part, 1666, ties everything together with a dark witch hunt vibe straight out of The Witch. You get centuries-old curses, revenge, and a genuinely emotional finale that feels earned after 2 bloody prequels. If you're new to the series, do yourself a favor. Watch all 3 back-to-back. It's like a Halloween marathon you'll actually want to finish.
We can end the curse. For Shady Side.
8. Vampires vs. the Bronx. Tomato meter, 90%. Okay, hear me out. Vampires, real estate, and the Bronx. This 2020 Netflix original is part horror, part comedy, and totally fun. It's about 3 neighborhood kids trying to stop vampires from gentrifying their community. Yes, really, bloodsuckers as landlords. It's not the scariest movie here, but it's full of charm and energy. Think Attack the Block meets Blade with a Bronx accent and a heart of gold. Perfect for when you want a socially conscious horror flick that won't wreck your sleep schedule.
Hey, what you doing down here, bro?
It's too late to fight back now.
7. Gerald's Game. Tomato meter, 91%. If you think being handcuffed to a bed is a bad idea, you're absolutely right. From horror mastermind Mike Flanagan, The Haunting of Hill House, Midnight Mass, comes this gripping Stephen King adaptation. Carla Gugino delivers one of her best performances ever as a woman trapped, physically and mentally, after a deadly romantic weekend gone wrong. It's minimalist, psychological horror at its finest. No cheap jump scares, just pure, suffocating tension and brilliant storytelling. If you like smart horror that crawls under your skin and stays there, this one is a must.
Back off!
If you don't wake up, you're gonna die.
Number 6. 1922. Tomato meter, 92%. More Stephen King? You bet. 1922 is a grim, slow-burn nightmare about a farmer, played by Thomas Jane, who convinces his son to help him murder his wife. And as you can imagine, things do not go well. It's not flashy or bloody. It's quiet, creeping horror. The kind that makes you feel the weight of guilt, grief, and decay long after the credits roll. If you like The Mist or The Shining, this one digs into that same psychological dread, only dustier and darker.
1922. A man's pride was a man's land.
All right, folks, listen up. If you are enjoying the content of this channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and give the video a good old-fashioned thumbs up. Let's show the creators some love. 5. Cam, tomato meter 93%. Ever felt like your online self has a mind of its own? Well, this movie takes that idea and turns it into a digital nightmare. Written by real-life cam girl Issa Mazay, Cam follows Alice, a performer who wakes up one day to find her digital persona, Lola, has taken over her account, and maybe her life. It's a fascinating mix of tech horror and identity crisis, with eerie undertones that hit even harder in the age of AI and deepfakes. Stylish, smart, and disturbingly modern, Cam proves that the scariest monsters might just be the ones we upload ourselves.
What are you looking at?
Nothing.
She's texting a boy.
Alice.
4. Talk to Me, tomato meter 94%. If you think ghost summoning games are just harmless fun, think again. Talk to Me became an instant classic in 2023, directed by twin brothers Danny and Michael Filipeu, who went from YouTubers to horror phenoms overnight. A group of teens discovers a mummified hand that lets them speak to the dead. What could possibly go wrong? Answer: everything. It's violent, shocking, and deeply emotional, the kind of movie that leaves you shaken and weirdly sad at the same time. The hand says, "Talk to me," but after watching this, you'll be screaming, "No thanks."
Talk to me.
3. Jaws, tomato meter 97%. A classic that never dies or stops biting. Steven Spielberg's Jaws isn't just a movie. It's the movie that invented the summer blockbuster. A white great shark terrorizing a small island, simple premise, legendary execution. The tension, the score, the minimal shark screen time, all of it creates the perfect storm of suspense. It's 50 years old and still better than most modern horror films. Just remember, after this one, you may never go swimming again. 2. Under the Shadow, tomato meter 99%. Set in war-torn 1980s Tehran, Under the Shadow is a Persian language masterpiece that blends supernatural terror with political trauma. A mother and daughter are haunted by something dark, a jinn that might be more than just a ghost. But the real horror? The fear of war, isolation, and survival. It's poetic, terrifying, and full of meaning. If you loved The Babadook, this is its spiritual cousin, and maybe even better.
اینا بابات. هر جا بریم میایم دنبالت.
1. His House, tomato meter 100%. And finally, the scariest movie on Netflix right now. His House is not just a horror film. It's a gut punch of emotion and fear. It follows two Sudanese refugees trying to rebuild their lives in England, only to find their new home haunted by something ancient and unforgiving. Director Remy Weeks turns trauma, guilt, and cultural displacement into pure terror. Every creak, every whisper, every shadow in that house feels alive. It's beautifully made, deeply human, and completely terrifying. The perfect movie to end this list.
Not as citizens, not yet. You will be sent to a home of our choosing. You must not move from this address.
So, there you have it. The 10 best horror movies on Netflix, according to Rotten Tomatoes. Whether you're into slow psychological dread or full-on monster mayhem, there's something here to ruin your sleep in the best possible way. Let me know in the comments, which one scared you the most? And which horror movie should we cover next? If you enjoyed this countdown, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because next time we're diving into the most underrated horror movies you've never seen. Until then, sweet streams.